All right, so we got some news in regards to the Diddy case. So Sean Diddy Combs has been charged with a racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Will go on trial, or the trial date has been set for May the 5th of 2025. Now, this was a court hearing that went down on Thursday, the 10th of October in New York. Combs, who has pleaded not guilty, was present in the courtroom, as were several of his family members. His ankles were shackled, and he was wearing a loose-fitting tan button-down shirt and khaki pants. He smiled widely to his family as he was led into the courtroom by a U.S. Marshal, taking a moment to wave towards them sitting in the second row. Prosecutor Emily Johnson said that the prosecution anticipates this case could last 3 weeks, but added that a superseding indictment could affect the length of the trial, meaning additional charges or defendants could be added to the case. Now, Combs' attorney, Mark Agnolifio, said that they will put on a defense case that will likely take 1 week. Judge Arun Subramanian said that he will issue an order barring both sides from making statements about the secret grand jury material and other non-public evidence in the case. He asked Combs' lawyer to draft a proposal. The order comes after Combs' attorneys on Wednesday filed a motion accusing the government of leaking a video of the hip-hop mogul beating his former girlfriend to CNN. They did not provide evidence for their claims. Hours later, Damian Williams, who is the attorney for the Southern District of New York, wrote to the judge that the government was not in possession of the video before its publication by CNN. So there is no factual basis for Combs' attorney's assertion. CNN declined to comment. 2016 hotel surveillance video published exclusively by CNN in May shows Combs dragging and then kicking his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Combs initially denied the allegations of abusing Ventura, which was included in a November 2023 lawsuit she filed before the video was made public. Now, Combs' lawyer's motion on Wednesday further asked the judge to consider barring the footage from trial. Now, Johnson on Thursday called the motion a means to try to exclude a damaging piece of evidence. The judge said he would make a decision about a potential hearing regarding the alleged media leaks after the legal arguments. Now, Combs' court appearance on Thursday was his third since the arrest and his first in front of Judge Subramanian, a Biden-nominated jurist who has been on the bench since last year. He was assigned to the case last week after Judge Andrew Carter recused himself. Now, Combs' lawyers say they want to go to trial. They want the trial to go quickly since he was twice denied bail. He is awaiting trial in a federal custody unit at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Now, apparently, that's the same place where R. Kelly is at. Combs will next appear in court on December the 18th. This is crazy. Then there was a report coming out from Law and Crime about the Diddy defense followed through the filing about the 2016 video, that it was a slow news day given that Trump's hush money trial paused. The former president could attend his son's parents' high school graduations. Prosecutors quickly responded by swatting down the baseless claim. In a Wednesday letter to the judge presiding over the RICO case involving Diddy, what's up, Tampa Supreme? the still jailed but actively appealing Diddy, federal prosecutors in New York revealed that discovery in the case is voluminous, involving at least 40 seized devices, iCloud accounts, business records, and much more. The letter, jointly filed by U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York and Combs' defense team, provided an accounting of discovery negotiations to date and outlined the positions of the parties of the issues moving forward. Now, the prosecutors, for their part, told the judge, Arun Subramanian, that they are in possession of several terabytes of electronic material. That is thousands upon thousands of gigabytes of data to work with in their case against the 54-year-old mogul, who remains in custody as he is accused of running a decades-long sex trafficking scheme in which women were allegedly abused, tormented, threatened, and forced to participate in freak-offs, sex parties that often include coerced drug use and being filmed without permission. Now, we know about the raids that took place in Florida and California. Those raids took place months before the indictment, plus subpoenas, which have resulted in 5 different categories of voluminous evidence, according to prosecutors. So, electronically stored information belonging to the defendant, cell phones, laptops, tablets, hard drives, cloud accounts, electronically stored information of the third parties, cell phones, laptops, tablets, and cloud accounts, business records from financial institutions, phone companies, hotel stays, airline itineraries, and other business information, physical evidence seized in searches of the defendant's residence, law enforcement records, search warrant returns, including cell phone location information. Prosecutors also said that they would tell the judge more about how much more time the government may need to hand over discovery to the defense and what the anticipated timeline of extracting electronically stored information is, noting that this evidence make up a significant part of the total discovery in the case. For the defense, there was no dispute that the Fed seized a significant amount of Mr. Combs' electronic devices and data, but Combs' team emphasized that timely production of these materials is critical to his defense. And because these devices belong to Mr. Combs, their production should not be delayed by government's initial review for responsiveness and privilege, the defense portion of the letter said. The government has indicated that they will be able to produce these devices in the next 30 days. One reason for the defense's push on the issue is that it's hoping for a trial date as soon as, we already talked about how the trial date is set for May 5th, 2025. Combs' lawyer also teased the defense filer that will claim there have been unauthorized and presidential leaks of grand jury information as the case remains pending. What's up, y'all? I see y'all up in the building. First down, Andre Toppin, Steven, 1976, Temper Supreme. Good to see you, man. Long time no see, bro. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. But yeah, man, if these allegations are true, right, Diddy is fucked. If this is true. But that's the thing, right? Because now you got a situation now where it's been revealed that a lot of these people who's coming up making these allegations is turned out to be false allegations, right? And you know, when you got people coming up making false allegations, one, that could have a potential impact on the ongoing case or the upcoming trial, right? And two, the people out there that's making these false allegations need to be put in prison. Because if there's one surefire way that this bullshit stops, if we got people out here trying to lie about their role in whatever affair they were in allegedly to get a quick buck. But if these allegations are true and this thing is proven in court, man, Diddy, I don't see how he gets out of this. And then there's 2 separate occasions where this man was trying to get bail and he been denied bail twice. And I could look, if y'all want to know why his bail has been denied on 2 separate occasions, right? maybe even a third, right? It's because it is feared that he is a flight risk, and it is feared that if he gets out, he will go on a witness intimidation spree. That's why he's not getting out. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The girl who got exposed for lying on him by her boyfriend. The girl wanted to pay her boyfriend like 7 figures or something like that. Hold on, I gotta pull that article up because that happened a couple days ago. And see, when you got that type of situation going on, right, that could compromise the integrity of the case. And then on top of that, if he did these alleged acts, but you don't go to the police, you suing to get money, but you don't go to the police. You don't file no police report. Come on now. And that's the problem I have with a lot of these individuals who just looking to get a bag. Because if this person's supposed to be this monster, wouldn't you want this monster off the street? Wouldn't you want these monster? You wouldn't want this monster affecting other people and stuff like that. But no, all you want is a bag. And if I get enough money, that should cure the scar of the traumatic situation I put myself in. Get the fuck out of here, man. So I'm trying to find that article with a girl. That girl said, but with the boyfriend and stuff. That's the story I'm trying to find. Okay, so here we go. So the woman goes by the name of Talia Graves, right? She came forward in September and accused this man of rape. She detailed a gruesome incident, right? And before I continue on, right, I got to put this warning out here, right? The content may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised, right? Just putting that out here, right? Now, I'm going to explain these details. She detailed a gruesome incident where Combs and his former bodyguard Joseph Sherman, aka Big Joe, allegedly drugged, bound, and raped her at Combs' daddy's house recording studio in New York City in 2001. However, TMZ reported that they obtained a November 23 text message from Graves to her ex-boyfriend detailing why she sued Diddy because he's the one that has the money. The message then shows that Graves telling the man that if he corroborates her story of assault, she will pay him, allegedly typing, what do you want? 3 mil? The ex-boyfriend then confirmed the story with the outlet, asserting that he saw the offer as a bribe. After receiving the text message, the man then claims he blocked her number and her account on social media. Furthermore, Combs' legal team is said to have obtained copies of the text message thread as well. And don't be surprised if he used that in the case. According to Complex, Gloria Allred, now if y'all familiar with Gloria Allred is a fucking ambulance chaser, right? Gloria Allred has been involved in a number of high profile cases. I remember when Gloria Allred was involved in the Cosby case. She is an ambulance chaser. Now, the She is Talia Graves' attorney. She claimed that Diddy is just the latest example of a wealthy man using his status to attempt to silence a victim. Allred told the outlet that she wasn't buying the text message story and that the client is court. Well, if they bring that boyfriend out and it is proved that she's lying, she needs to go to, because there's too many women out there that's going through is really and have some fucking scam artist this up. Now, responded to Graves' law on October 3rd, which is a week ago today, when he appeared for an interview for NBC New York. The former bad boy bodyguard claimed that Talley's accusations were a lie and that he didn't even know the woman and that he wasn't working for Diddy at that time. Now he pointed this out during the episode of the Art of the Dialogue. Great, enjoy his content, so shouts out to the Art of the Dialogue. Now, he's saying that he claims against him because he wasn't the head of security, that he had the wrong man. And it just my nerves that this, if these accusations are true when it comes to Diddy and stuff, throw his ass in the clink. He ain't lying, man. You know what I'm saying? That because if she's lying, then the question is how many more are lying? Here, just look. And that throws a massive wrench into the integrity of. You can't and stuff like that when you got these type of allegations going on out here. So yeah, that's the big news right now. The big Diddy's for May the 5th. Yeah, so that case is scheduled for May the 5th, right? And yeah, man, that you really is doing the people a disservice if you out here lying and you could run the potential of disrupting the case. If you're going after somebody this big, man, need to be airtight. Things need to, I mean, things need to be very airtight. You cannot have no kind of wrenches that could possibly be thrown in a case like this. In a case of this magnitude, if you're really trying to put this man away, you cannot have people being exposed for a bag. And a lot of these people out here who are making these accusations are doing just that. Are there people in that really went through that traumatic experience? Possibly. I'm not saying that there isn't, and I'm not saying that there is. We have to treat it on a case by case basis. But when you have a situation to where this man could possibly go to jail for the rest of his life, and they're really going after this man, you cannot have people disrupting the integrity of the case by coming up with bullshit allegations just so they can get a bag. And Cassie situation, right? Because again, Cassie did not do this for all women. Cassie did that for Cassie, right? And Cassie got paid off and she got caked off and all that. She's not a victim in this too. I know a lot of people want to paint her as a victim, but Cassie's not a victim, right?
Because if you got people out here lying on this, and they're part of this case, then it creates reasonable doubt. It creates a situation where people are going to ask, how many more are lying? How many more just after a bag? Where's the police report? Where's the evidence to support that? Right? And I haven't even mentioned her name on this channel. I might have done it once or twice, but whoever this Jaguar Wright woman is, right? I don't know why her name is so relevant in today's discourse or whatever. You got Diddy here going to prison and all this, and now she's out here name dropping all these people and making all these crazy ass allegations. Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Because I'm not just going to take what you say just because you went on some, media tour to raise your profile. No, that's not how that works. Because I know in the court of law, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And if you're out here saying this, that, and the third, and you were there during where's the proof? If you don't got no proof, shut your ass up. And that's why you seen Jay-Z go to Piers Morgan and Jay-Z's legal team and Beyonce's legal team, go to Piers Morgan and sent that cease and desist to where now Piers Morgan is having to re-edit that video and strike that video from the discourse. And again, what she said, could it be true? Possibly. But how do we know that? We don't. So I can't just take what she says as gospel. Because the one thing I do know, men lie, women lie, but the evidence do not lie. And if you got corroborating evidence, then and only then I might listen to it. But until then, shut your ass up. I'm not interested to hear what Jaguar Wright has to say or any of that thing, right? Gene Deal, right? Gene Deal. He was, he's all up on the videos talking about this, that, and the third, or whatever like that. Okay, you supposed to be a security guard. You supposed to be some law enforcement. What the fuck? You just enabled this shit all these years, but you telling this story, telling that story, and could it have some level of truth to it? It could have some level of truth to it. But again, this thing does not go on without enablers, collaborators, defenders, and cohorts. Diddy does not engage in this type of behavior without people defending it, turning a blind eye to it, ignoring it, wishing it'll go away, this type of deal, right? And I'm pretty sure there's been people out there that tried to say something, that tried to speak up, that's gotten muzzled. I'm not talking about those people because I understand that happens. You're trying to speak up about a particular issue, and yet you got all these enablers, all these defenders, all these people that want to throw dirt and slander your name, calling you a liar when you know the truth. But another angle from this is people who know the truth and didn't say anything about it because they're trying to get something out of it too. Whether it be some clout, whether it be some money, whether it be some form of status. Because one thing I understand, when money comes in, relationships go out. And if any opportunity for a person to make a buck off somebody, when they're going to strike when that iron is hot. And this is what we're seeing right now with individuals like Jaguar Wright, cackling like a goddamn hyena anytime someone puts a camera in her face and a microphone to go with it. So again, if you don't got no evidence, right, to the Jaguar Wrights of the world, right, going on Tasha K shit, you ain't learned yet. Tasha K, you ain't learned from the Cardi B incident, right? You still got to pay Cardi B $4 million. So, but you ain't learned yet, huh? But again, these people going on here saying all this stuff without proof, without evidence and all that, all for some shine, all for some money, all for some clout, all for whatever. And it's dead wrong. And we only seeing that here, right? Everybody want to name drop this person, want to name drop that person. Ain't got no facts behind it. Guess what you're doing? You're committing slander. And you're going to get sued for that. Again, I want to see the facts. I want to see the evidence. And I will formulate my opinion as such when I see such. But I'm not just going to sit up here and take the word of an individual who going on some media tour to raise her own profile. Hell no. And that's what I think Jaguar Wright is doing. Could it be some level of truth to it? Absolutely. But how do I know that? I don't. So I can't just blindly take her word for it. Look, when it comes to this game and politics, when it comes to the legal system, you don't trust nobody. You don't trust a goddamn soul. Because, again, people say stuff and they do stuff, but I asked the question, what's in it for you? Why are you just now coming out saying this? Did you try to say something about it back then? If you tried to say something about it back then and you got muzzled, that's one thing. But if you seen it and you did nothing about it and you enabled that shit, I don't want to fucking hear from you. Now, again, when it comes to this whole Diddy situation or whatever, right? There's a lot of stuff out there on social media, right? There's a lot of stuff that people are putting up with TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, whatever like that, right? Look, I'm not trusting none of that shit until I see the evidence. And then and only then, I will formulate my opinion. If this stuff is true, throw Diddy in prison forever. If this stuff is true. If it's not true, let him out. If it's not true. That's all I'm saying about that. And again, we got to focus on Diddy. I did stories about Matt Gaetz and Joel Greenberg and their cohorts, co-conspirators and collaborators or whatever like that, right? So Joel Greenberg is doing time in prison right now. Matt Gaetz is still a U.S. congressman, and they had underage girls at their parties. Ain't nobody outraged by that. Vince McMahon and all his shenanigans, right? He is still a free man. Where's the outrage towards Vince McMahon? Huh? Where's the outrage? Right? So if we're gonna be outraged, we need to keep this outrage across the board, right? Because there are a lot of predators that's running around here in this society the way if you're checking certain boxes, they need help, they need treatment. There's a 1-800 hotline that they can call to get help. But if another person checks certain boxes, then it's hellfire, brimstone. This person don't need to be in town ever again, blah, blah, blah. All this bibbity bobbity boop, all this gobbledygook. Yeah, Diddy did say he was a bad boy for life, right? Now, having said all that, we saw what he did to Cassie in that hotel back in 2016, right? And he tried to deny it, right? He tried to deny that he didn't hit that woman, and yet there's a video out there beating that woman from pillar to post. I don't condone that. I don't respect that. Should no man put his hands on a woman outside of defending himself? And then there's levels to that. He beat, kicked, and dragged that girl down the damn hallway. I don't respect that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Again, should no man put his hands on a woman outside of defending himself? Or unless y'all getting bucket naked. Then the only time y'all should be putting hands on each other. If you're getting bucket naked or if things go left, you defending yourself. That's it. But backhanding her because he didn't make your Kool-Aid sweet enough, that's bullshit. Or you told her to do something and she didn't do it when you wanted her to do it, and you grabbing her by the back of her head and punching her and all that, man, nigga, boy, I swear to God, boy, that's bullshit. Yeah, nah, he should get hemmed up for that. But I need to see the other stuff. I need to see the other forms of evidence, right? Because they talk about sex trafficking. Let's keep this 100, right? They're changing the laws to where they're trying to really throw charges at this guy. For real. They're literally changing the law because my thing is, he's a billionaire. Why does he need to sex traffic anybody? If anything, they're coming to him. It's not like he's going around town rounding up, and allegedly, right? Because I don't know, right? If he's having these parties, I'm pretty sure there were some people who were willing to go to these parties and engage in whatever activity that goes on at these parties. Now you got videos out here with that culture vulture. He's talking with all these celebrities and he's gossiping with all these celebrities and he's getting all kinds of information. Shout out to my brother Ticket. He told me about this interview with Aaron Hall from a while back. And Aaron Hall was doing a whole bunch of name dropping and a whole bunch of stuff that he allegedly engaged himself in. So it's like, look, man, I keep telling people all the time, stop taking your ass on fucking DJ Vlad. Okay? I can't stand that goddamn culture vulture. And we got black folks on there, going on there, telling all their business, gossiping like hoes and shit. I mean, come on, man. And you don't think that they don't take that content and form cases against people? You don't think they're going to take that interview that Aaron Hall did on that goddamn culture vulture show? And you don't think they're going to use that in the case against Diddy? So, yeah, man, I'm not rocking with that bullshit, man. Fuck out of here. Anyway, I'm getting out of here, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Once again, the trial date is scheduled for May the 5th of 2025 of all these charges that I alluded to earlier in the stream. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. I thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Hit that like button on the way out. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Ho!